Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everyone. It's Melanie from Mel's Inky Fingers. Super excited to be here today because it's catalog unboxing time. So, always one of my favorites is to share all the new products with you that will be launching in the upcoming catalog. And I enjoy going live to share them so that you can get a good idea of what everything looks like and how things work. A lot of times you can look at stamp sets or die sets and they're really cute, but you can't always see all the really neat interactive ways that they work. So those are the things that I show you. So when you jump on, say hello so I know you're here. Good morning, Janet. It's always nice to know who I'm getting to spend my Friday with. Now I'm live early today because it's tennis season. It is the week before school starts. So my kids, this is their last weekday of summer vacation. And tennis always starts. They have matches the week before school starts. So today will be our fourth match of the week. And she has a tournament tomorrow with the school. So yeah, it's been a busy week. So thanks for jumping on live. Oh, thanks, Janet. I know, right? It's easy in the morning. If you're not a morning person like me, when you get up in the morning, you're kind of slow to get rolling. Usually I jump in the shower and make my coffee to drink while I get ready. And while I'm getting ready, I decide what I'm going to tackle. And then I get rolling. So thanks for joining me today. So I have a lot of announcements. I feel like I say that every week, but when we get started, we're going to dive into this. So let's start with product shares. So product shares are always such a fun way to get a lot of all the new papers, ribbons, and embellishments that will be launching in a catalog. And not only do we have the mini catalog, but we also have a September online only release. And I have started including those in my product shares because they have become such a large part of our product offering. There are just too many good things to not include. So as I show you everything today, I will point out what's in a product share so you know, but I am offering what I generally offer, which is a paper share. You're getting 13 collections this time. There's a ribbon and embellishment share, and you're getting 9 embellishments and 6 ribbons. And then I'm doing my quick and easy share again. There's 3 items in that. And then, of course, my paper samplers, which are always phenomenal. And then I offer the 2 bundles, the Paper Lovers bundle and the Ready to Craft bundle, which includes an extra gift, I always make those something that you're going to want. Now, last week I offered a little gifty. So if you liked me here on Facebook and then hopped on over to YouTube and subscribed, I had a little gift that I was going to give away. So I didn't see any notifications come through. So I'm going to go over and just double check because sometimes they don't always come through so that I can pick someone to send this to. I was hoping to share with you today who was getting that. So if you haven't gone over to YouTube to follow me yet, please go over to YouTube and subscribe. Videos are only lasting 30 days here and then they're going away. So this video will be here today for about a month and then it will be gone. However, I will be moving it over to YouTube so that you can come back and see it over and over again. So follow me over there so that you don't miss anything, okay? Super excited. Our crafting cruise is filling. So we are just almost half full and we're only about 3 weeks out from announcing it. So if you would like to craft with us and sail to Mexico, to Cabo San Lucas and Puerto Vallarta and Mazatlan, join us. It's going to be an absolute blast. We're departing on July 31st of 2026 for a week, and cabin prices, last I checked, were still pretty good. So it's a really fun way to get a vacation in, and then you have the ability to craft along with us, but at your own pace. So you can still make it the vacation you want and craft and make new friends and get some surprises and goodies and play games and do all kinds of fun stuff. So Stampin' Up! Has their in-color sale going. It's going strong yet through the end of the month. And these are our brand new in-colors. You guys, I don't think we have ever put the brand new in-colors on sale. And Stampin' Up! Is really trying to offer some really amazing shopping opportunities for you. So if you liked the new in-colors this year and you don't have them, now's the time to grab them. It includes so much more than just the ink pads. There's the ink pads, ink refills, markers, Stampin' Blends, cardstock, two-tone cardstock, ribbon, embellishments. There's designer series paper packs. There's kits. One of them is even brand new and just launched. Tons of stuff. So hop on over and take a peek at what's on sale and get them while you can get them at a discount. And last but not least, time is running out to subscribe to this month's Creatively Inked kit, which is going to be using the Scenic Adventure bundle. This bundle is really pretty phenomenal to create with because you can really easily create scenic layers that you can then build little scenes on your cards, as well as just do so many other things with these dies. So if you've been on the fence, jump off and just subscribe. You're not going to regret it. It's amazing. You're going to receive about $20 in carefully selected product that will coordinate perfectly to make your projects. You can add on the featured bundle if you would like at a discount of almost 20%. I try to help you save where I can. And then you will have these 5 amazing projects to create. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what they actually look like. So you will be learning fancy folds. You will be learning how to layer and create with your dies. There's some inking techniques that you're going to learn. And here is your non-card project. And if you are a non-card person, you can take this part of your box here and put it on a card front. You don't have to make this a non-card project. And then your bonus card where you will learn a blocking technique. So really cool projects. And if you join me here regularly, you may have seen that I created a couple other projects featuring this bundle. And let me share them with you so that you can see how pretty they are. So again, this is using your die cut elements to cut strips, and then you just layer them up to create your scene. Here's the other one that we created. This one focuses more on the pretty stamps, and then I just did some ink blending. If you missed this one, feel free to go back and watch this video so that you can see how these were made. I think you're going to really enjoy this bundle. It's so much more than what it looks like. Oh, and I didn't show you this one where you'll learn another amazing ink technique. So really cool. 20th is the last day to subscribe, okay? Okay, now let's get started with all these fun products I have to share with you. So many beautiful things. Now, as you know, I can't show you the inside of the catalog until the catalog actually launches. Now, if you live in the United States and you are a customer of mine, you will get a catalog. I'm waiting for them to come. I had them on my order and somehow I took them off, and I was waiting and waiting. I'm like, why aren't my catalogs coming? And I checked my order, and lo and behold, they were just gone. So I have now ordered them, and they're on their way. So hi, Sue. How are you? Good morning. So you will receive one if you shop with me. Now, if you live in the United States and you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like to shop, I would love to send one to you. Please just reach out or leave me a comment here, and I will get one to you. So let's look at these shares. So here are the shares. So this is our paper share. So you're going to be getting 13 different designer series papers and specialty papers. They are cut 6 by 12 unless it's a 6 by 6 collection. They're all labeled. You have colors. They're really easy to reference and store. They're individually packaged. And all 13 collections will be $48. And you get a quarter pack of almost all of them. There were a couple, because of how they come, they had to be divided a little bit differently. So here is the ribbon and embellishment share, and you're going to receive a quarter spool of all the ribbons and trims, and you will receive about a fifth of a pack of each embellishment. Again, there were a couple variations because of how things come packaged, but here is what you have. You get a little bit of all the things, and then they're labeled. So if you use something up, you have the ability to go back in and know exactly what you use so that you can get more of it. And it comes packaged with the catalog label so that you know exactly where to find it. Then we have the quick and easy share. So you're going to get half a pack of the really cool Christmas, I forget the name of these, and I don't have the tag on these ones, but these pretty plaid and gold card bases and envelopes. You will receive a half pack of the greeting, I think these are Joy of the Season or something like that. These little ephemera gold foil sentiments. These are awesome just for putting on just about any project you can think of. And they're adhesive back now. You don't even have to put adhesive on them. And then the Memory and More cards, which are really cool this year. I really like the watercolor look and kind of traditional colors with little pops of Secret Sea in there. Really pretty. And that's $20 for half of those 3 packs. And then we have our paper samplers. So you get all 13 collections that are featured in your paper share. You will receive a sampler for, and they're labeled with the colors and pertinent information about the collection. And the paper samplers are $28 for all 13. So I will include the link in the description of this video when we finish today. And if you're interested, you can go grab them. All right, so let's dive into all the cool products that you will have coming your way. I just want to make sure I set out what I need to set out. Okay, so let's start with online exclusives. Lots of online exclusives this year, and they're really pretty phenomenal. So we are going to look at let me move this out of the way here. We are going to look at the fall collection first. It's very pretty. I've been creating with it. Keep your eyes peeled. You're going to see some good stuff coming with it. So it's called Gathering Together. It has this beautiful leaf set with these really detailed, pretty stamps and some really pretty amazing sentiments. I really like them. And then dies. You have these nice big leaf dies. And then you have open dies that cut all the images. So all the stamped images, all 6 of them, have dies that cut them out. And then you have the 2 little background stamps that you can do some background stamping on your images, and then your sentiments. So really cool. The paper is beautiful. It's a specialty paper, so it has gold foil. So you can see it's traditional colors of basic beige, Cajun craze, crushed curry, espresso, olive, and then champagne foil. So this stripe is a foil. There's a couple of really pretty plaids in here. Good back sides. I love this plaid here. So that's your designer series paper. Really pretty gems. These are Cajun Craze. Oh, you can't see those with the camera. Let's take these out. You have Cajun Craze and gold embellishments. If you can see the gold flecks in there, they're really pretty. They come in 2 or 3 different sizes. 3. I guess it's 3 different sizes on there. And then linen thread. We all love linen thread in Old Olive and Early Espresso. And you notice my little needle there? I'm going to show you what I did. And then a really pretty embossing folder. It's called Gathering Leaves Embossing Folder. It's a nice big one. So if you're a scrapbooker or like to make tree containers, you can make big pieces. And look how pretty it is. It's really, really pretty. I love these big embossing folders. And this is, even though it doesn't say 3D, this is a 3D embossing folder, meaning you get that nice deep embossing. So I'm giving you a sneak peek of something that's coming. Are you ready? Woo, woo, woo. Isn't that cool? I don't want to show you too long because they're sneak peeks. Just of these. I've got a lot of other things to show you. So this is Gathering Together, really pretty. This is a fall bundle. All right, the next online exclusive is called Elegant Pine Snowflakes, and I don't have the bundle for it, but I do want to show you the designer series paper. I had to pick and choose. There were so many good things. I just couldn't get it all. All right, so look how pretty this paper is. Super pretty colors. You got pretty peacock, old olive. Let's see, it's cherry cobbler, garden green, old olive, pretty peacock, secret sea, and shaded spruce. So I'll flip these. So that looks like a frosted, and you have a pretty foliage. And that's a pretty peacock. Look at this, is like smaller scale of that first page. So pretty, with little pops of red leaves. And look how beautiful this is. I think this would make the most beautiful bag with some red tissue paper in it. Really pretty backside. Here's pine cones. And the dies for these have pieces that die cut to make these beautiful leaves. There's pine cones in there. There's some snowflakes in there. And look at this one. Is that not gorgeous? So pretty. And then there's the back. So really, really pretty paper. And then it has a nice 7/8 inch wide shaded spruce ribbon. This is really pretty. It ties amazing. You know, I always have to test out ribbon. Ooh, I thought that ribbon was going to roll onto the floor. That would have been a mess. Okay, so here's the bow that it makes. Come on, come on. Oh, that didn't work out like I wanted. There we go. Beautiful ribbon, and it's nice and lightweight. So this will be really good on projects, and it'll be amazing on gift packages, wrapped around a box, handles on a bag. I've showed you some really simple bags that are great to make with designer series paper. This would be amazing in one of those bags with this as the handle. And here are the embellishments. They're called faceted snowflakes. Now, all three of these items will be in my product share. So you have 3 different colors. Aren't those pretty? They're so cool. I think they're so cool. They have a cool shape. All right. Oh, thanks, Janet. Janet likes this one. She says it's beautiful. I agree. And it's even prettier in person, I can assure you. I think I'm going to make a bag out of this big piece. Oh, so pretty. All right, so that is the second suite. And then there's one more suite, and it's a Christmas suite. It's really elegant. And I can't decide if I like the fronts better or the backs better. Okay, so here is what we have. It is called Modern Christmas. And again, I did not get this bundle, but I'm weakening. I'm going to have to get it. So it's black and white with gold foil. It's just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. This, look how amazing this is. Oh, it's so pretty in person. Christmas trees. And this Stampin' Die bundle has like trees, and I think it has some of these ornaments. I have to go back and look at it. I think there's a star in there. Really pretty. Now look at these back sides. Oh, this, I love, love, love this. Love this. Hi, Patricia, welcome. Some polka dots. This is really cool. And now these are black, white on black, I should say. A little wonky dot. Look how cute this one is. The trees. Now, I bet you could come in with your Stampin' Blends and color these. Because it's on a black background, I bet it would work. And look at the fa-la-la. Isn't that neat? So really super cool designer series paper. Again, this one is also in the product share. Then for embellishments, you have black and white and gold baker's twine. It's called black and white and gold. And you may see 2 colors, but I see 3. I see black, I see white, and I see gold. Oh, you're most welcome, Patricia. I hope this helps. I hope you enjoy this. And then there's these really super cool, these are called large gold hoops. And these, look how cool these are. Now, we've had some hoops in the past. These are a little different. They're bigger and they're flat. So I think they're going to just be really neat to work with. I can see some beautiful ornaments and really pretty little banners. You can do all kinds of things with these. Look, you could even wear them as bracelets. So many uses. What do you choose? Hi, Teresa. Welcome. All right. So this is the Modern Christmas. And again, this is an online only. Look at the bundle for this when you get a chance. It is beautiful. Now, if you're wondering how I got all these things already, as a demonstrator, one of the best perks we have is the ability to order everything early. And so I was able to order these supplies a month before it goes live to the public. And it's not too late to join my team in the Stampin' Up community. You could add these to your starter kit. It's amazing. Okay, now this is all season velvet. So hopefully you can see. So it's so pretty. It's got a really nice weight to it. I can't wait to do some die cut elements with this. So you have white, beautiful red, and a beautiful green. And then we have a second specialty paper. This is called Snowfall. Hold on, let me go to my handy dandy little samplers here. Oh, look at, so pretty. Here it is, the all season velvet. Here it is, Silent Snowfall Specialty. So this is a whole pack of this beautiful snowflake, ray snowflake pattern. So you have a debossed side and you have an embossed side, really pretty. Silent Snowfall Specialty paper. So that's a good one. All right. And then one more online release item. Just kidding. I have a lot more. These, look at these. So these are called the Gold Shaker Stars. Now there is a bundle that makes the most amazing trees, and there's little domes that are Christmas trees, and you can put these little shaker bits in. But look at the shape on these. You have open stars. You have some solid stars. Let me do this. Let me see if I can. There, so that you can see all the different sizes. Some are open, some are solid, and they are all just stinking adorable. So if you have never made a shaker card, it is time to try one. They are not hard. And if you have made them, you definitely want to add these gold shaker stars to your collection. All right, so those were the sweets. And then I just kind of jumped to some of the extras. But now we're going to go to some of the bundles. And if you need to be ready for cuteness. If you love cuteness, you're going to love these. Okay. The first one, Festive Friends. If these aren't the absolute cutest ever, so stinking cute. You have an elf, a snowman, and a Santa with this cute little tree. And then coordinating dies. So you have a die that cuts out your 3 main stamped elements. And then you have these snowflake accents. So you have a snowflake stamp, but then you also have some snowflake accents. You have a tag die. And then here's a sentiment die that fits these. And then 2 cute little trees. So here is this cute little snowflake stamp, and I wanted to show you the adorable little elements that it cuts out. So it cuts out these little stars in a couple different sizes, and then those snowflakes. So cute, right? And I made a cute little tag so you could see how cute. It's so cute. Look at that little guy. Except you know what he needs? He needs Wink of Stella on him. He needs some little glitter here. except my Wink of Stella, I think, is running out. It's just about done. I don't know if you can see the little bits of glimmer. He needed some shimmery shine. I don't think that's picking up, is it? No, it's not, but it's there. Trust me. So look how cute these little people are. I think they're adorable. And I think this is going to be really fun for making cards, tree containers, and tags, because look at this amazing tag die you have. It's a really nice size. Now you have a tree stamp. I stamped that in the background. And then you have 2 tree dies, and I wanted to show you what those look like when you die cut them. So one is tall and narrow, and the other one is short and bushy. Really, really cute. You can also do some really fun things with this. So this is called the Festive Friends. Again, it's an online only, and it's absolutely 100% adorable. Okay, next is Snowflake Kisses. So we have several snowflake options that I know. Isn't it adorable, Janet? Oh, it's so stinking cute. I'm afraid this one is going to be a runner. And a runner is an item that is really hard to keep in stock. I think that it's easy to look past until you start seeing things made with it, and then I think everyone is going to snatch it up. So we have several snowflake items with this release. We have the Elegant Pine snowflakes, which are beautiful, and they're snowflakes made out of pine boughs. So they're just gorgeous and elegant. And then we have this Snowflake Kisses bundle, which is the one I chose. And then there's one other snowflake collection, which I do have some of that I'm going to share with you. This is just a really great winter season stamp set, which is part of the reason I loved it so much, because you can use it all season long for both Christmas and just general winter cards. And the die set is over the top amazing. So you get 2 sheets, and I'm going to show you. So you have a background die. You have this really cool circle die that cuts these little tiny snowflakes into the edge. Then you have some smaller snowflakes. Then you have a corner die. And then you have some really amazing snowflakes, a border die, and then a sentiment die. I mean, you have everything in this die set. It's phenomenal. So I want to show you all these pieces. Okay, so let's take a closer look at how this die set breaks down. So we have our background die. So let me show you that. So this is the background die, and this is cut on a 4, for reference, this is cut on a 4 1/4 by 5.5 piece of cardstock. So this is a 1/4 piece of cardstock. I forgot to grab, darn. I always grab a black piece of cardstock. Let me do that. It really helps things show up. Okay, sorry about that. I always grab black and white so that I can really help things pop. It makes a big difference. So here is the detail on that background die. And when you die cut this background die, it die cuts this circle. So what you are left with is this negative piece. That's a circle, and it is a 2 1/4 inch circle. So that's a really nice size. Then you have this circle here, this circle die that I showed you that die cuts those cute little snowflakes. And this is a 2 inch circle. So look how amazing it layers on the circle that's cut out. Isn't that cool? You could layer that in the inside like this. You could pop it up. You could pop this up, recess that, do all kinds of cool combos. And then this little piece here. Oh, I don't think I cut that one, did I? Nope, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't cut that one. But you can see it's, you know, the snowflakes there. All right, then let's move to the second sheet that you get in here. All right. So you get this beautiful corner die. So here is what that looks like. Here is a piece of cardstock with the corner die. Beautiful. You can layer that over colors like this and have your color shine through. And then you're left with these negative pieces. And even though the edges are cut off a little bit, these still work really good for tucking and sliding underneath the edges and layers. This one's so pretty. So you can still use these for things. And then you have these three really amazing dies here. And let me show you the size of those. They're a really nice size. They're about 1 3/4 inches, so you can layer them. So you could layer this and make a really amazing 3D snowflake. With this on top, you make it multicolor. Or you can just use them separately. All of them can layer on here. Or they can layer in the center of this piece. Look how pretty that is. You can mix and match. This can go here in the center. Look how beautiful that is. So many ways that you can use this die set. I think it is one of the most fabulous snowflake die sets, especially that we've ever had. And I love that the sentiments are just all really nice winter sentiments. And then last but not least, you have this other sentiment piece with these really cute little star or snowflake details on the ends. So this is called Snowflake Kisses. It's a fabulous one. If you don't have a snowflake set, I would say this is the one you need to pull the trigger on because it's amazing. Okay. That's the bundle. So now let's move on to the next bundle. I told you tons of cuteness and it's coming. All right, we have homemade treats. My gosh, look at this, you guys. Homemade treats. Is this not the cutest ever? The dough with the little cookies. Oh my goodness. So cute, right? And here are the dies. And I die cut. I made a little tag. Here's what the cookie sheet looks like. It adds in the little detail, and you could like bend up the edges of these pans if you wanted it to be dimensional. You could bend those up. And I just used some of the Country Woods Designer Series paper to die cut a wooden rolling pin and then stamped the little gingerbread men. Aren't these cute? I think this one's going to be really popular too. Homemade treats. All right. Then, because all this isn't cute enough, we have Sign Design. This is a stamp and punch bundle. Ooh, sorry I'm getting glare. I'm in front of the window and the sun is coming up. It's like glaring right into the window. Here is the coordinating punch. It's a really nice, unique shape. And this stamp set gets you right through the season from Halloween to New Year's, all the way through. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's. It's all here. And I love that we have a Thanksgiving stamp in here, Season of Thanks. And these stamps are really cool. So let me show you. So do you see how they're connected so that you have perfect alignment when you stamp? So you could stamp Season of Thanks like this. And when I stamped the Trick or Treat on this, the Trick or Treat Be Sweet is one stamp, and then everything in purple is another, so that it's perfectly aligned. And some of them are with the arch on top and some are with the arch on the bottom. How cool is that? So what a great bundle. Good morning, Joan. I'm glad you found me early today. It is early for you. You must be an early bird. All right, so again, Sign Designs. This is a stamp and punch bundle. And now those, one more thing from the online exclusive. This is called Etched Autumn. This is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Now you could fussy cut these leaves, you could stamp, you could do coloring techniques. This is just an amazing stamp to have on hand to do anything fall. You can literally make any kind of card you need to out of this with some good sentiments. Really, really pretty. So that's everything from the online exclusives. I mean, so much good stuff, right? We haven't even touched this catalog yet. What do you think? Tell me what your favorite is. I may have to give something away. Tell me what your favorites are. What's your favorite paper? Oh, it's a rainy day. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. We need some rain here, actually. So tell me what your favorites are as we go along. All right, and remember, if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and would like to purchase some of these new amazing items, let me know so I can get you a catalog. And remember, all of the papers, ribbons, and embellishments are included in my product share. All right, so any of those things I'm showing you. All right, now let's dive into the catalog. So now I'm moving on to this catalog. So there is a second fall suite in the catalog. It's called Autumn Toile. It is a really big product suite. There are 2 different stamp and die bundles. I don't have those yet. There is this beautiful paper called Autumn Toile. Look how gorgeous. It's so pretty. I love the foxes. I love the deer. Ooh, Sue likes Modern Christmas. Yes, it's so pretty. Look at the deer, how pretty. Oh, I'm sorry, we have a shadow. Hi, Julie. Julie likes gathering together. I knew that. I knew that was your favorite. And look how pretty the backs are. We just have really warm brown tones. These are great blending and layering patterns to go with so many other things. So this is Autumn Toile. There's four double-sided patterns in this. And then the most amazing metallic paper. This is called Earth and Tone Metallic. Like it's kind of bronze, but not really bronze, not quite copper. Super, super pretty. Then there's these are called streaked dots. Let me take these out of the package. They're too hard to see. Streaked dots. And again, I don't have the bundles to share with you. But you can see from the paper, the elements, you're going to have pumpkins and beautiful trees and deer. The deer stamp and die in the one bundle. There's a deer stamp and deer dies, and they're amazing. Okay, so these are the streaked dots. And then this super cool trim. It's called Irregular Weave Trim. And look at this. Now, you know how much I loved the silver, wide silver trim that we had a couple years ago. And now we have gold that I think sadly is retiring. And now we have this narrow. So this is fun. Now, this is not a metallic. But isn't this beautiful? Again, this is Autumn Toile. This is from the catalog now. All right. And then what I think is in the running for one of the 2 prettiest, I think this is right up there on my list as it's just gorgeous. It's called Traditional Christmas. And this has 2 stamp and die bundles. So let's look at the first one. This kind of goes along with the theme. Oh, Sue likes the elf and Santa and snowman. I know, isn't it so cute? It's so cute. All right, that's what's that one called again? Something Friends. Oh, Festive Friends. Festive Friends. Yeah, Sue likes Festive Friends. So here's Christmas greenery, super pretty. So this is one of 2 bundles. So I'm going to show them to you, and then I have lots of little things to show you. And here's the second bundle, traditional labels. Beautiful sentiments, and these labels are amazing. Look at the beautiful detail on those dies. Okay, so now let me show you some of those elements. So the detail on these Christmas greenery sets are beautiful. So I stamped this and I didn't color it. I wanted you to be able to see how pretty the detail was. Let me move this light back over. I'm battling the sun shining in. Sorry about that. So that's that one. And then we have just beautiful dies. So there's beautiful greenery. Look at the pretty holly leaves. I love these. These will be beautiful die cut out of designer series paper. Look at the beautiful pine bough. So detailed. So these are from the Christmas greenery dies. Okay, so you have the beautiful line art on the stamps. And so you have the pine bough, you have this beautiful greenery piece. There's 2 holly leaves in here to make it easy for you to cut out a lot of them. And then look at this bow. Is that not the coolest? Look at it, cuts out in pieces so you can make it dimensional. And this is this bow here, and it's all in one piece. So you die cut that one die and it gives you all those pieces. Isn't that pretty? Now let's look at these amazing labels. So look at the beautiful detail. It's so pretty. And there's even like these little notches in there. So there's that one. Look how beautiful this one is. Janet thought she had her cards figured out. Just kidding. This one has beautiful little stitched edges. This is a piercing around the edge. That's a really nice size. This one, I love the shape on this one. Really, really pretty. And these, if nothing else, the labels, get the labels, because you can use these all year round to make beautiful labels on your projects, right? And I like that these have the edging. Look at the really pretty edge that just adds depth. So pretty. And look at this banner. Love this banner. Love it, love it. And it's, so you can like make it dimensional by putting dimensionals just in the center and make that dimensional on your projects. So pretty. Again, so that we have the traditional labels that does just the words and the labels. Then you have the Christmas greenery, which does all these beautiful greenery and floral elements. So now let's take a peek at the other things that come with it. Wait till you see this paper. It's stunning. Let me move these out of the way. I'm running out of space. I told myself you have to stay organized so that it's not like a mess. Okay, so I'm going to show you the fronts first. So this is gold foil. So you have, oh, the colors. Let me tell you the colors. Let me get my handy dandy little sampler, which is why I love these samplers. Okay, so we have Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive, Pool Party, Real Red, Secret Sea, and then with gold foil. All right, so those are our colors. So now let me show you the patterns. Simply Gorgeous. Still Gorgeous. Isn't this pretty? I think this would make the most beautiful winter season wedding cards. Wouldn't these be beautiful? Or anniversary? Look at this one. Oh my gosh. So pretty. This will make a beautiful seasonal banner. And look at this one with the pops of Secret Sea and Pool Party in it. Is it not gorgeous? And here's the backs. Look at the backs on these. Aren't those awesome? I mean, I love these Secret Sea prints, Secret Sea and Pool Party. Like, who would have thought? And look at this plaid. Gorgeous paper. Now, the one thing that I do want to do that I haven't done yet is I want to see if the dies cut out these floral elements. So you know how Stampin' Up! Is so good at making coordination like next level. So let's take these dies and let's see. I haven't done that yet. Ooh, Sue, what a great idea. A sampler. I know what I need to do. I need to get busy. Let's see. They do. Oh my gosh, look at. You can cut out these elements from this paper with the dies. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. Can you see that? So the dies cut out these floral elements and these floral bouquets. So look at, you have red. You can make red. You have blue and white. You have pink and red. And they all have different color bows. But this die cuts out. Let me get it lined up for you. Look at that. I love that. So how exciting is that? That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, so dies work on the paper, which makes creating that much easier because you don't have to stamp in color if you're not in the spirit that day. All right, so this is Traditions of Christmas. So again, 2 amazing stamp and die bundles and an amazing pack of designer series paper, but wait till you see these embellishments. Okay, so here's the paper. Let's do this. Let's just do this for now. Definitely a favorite. Oh yes. Okay, so here are the embellishments. They are called traditional sparkling sequins. Are these not the coolest? Look at, they're so cool. So cool. And then look at the gorgeous ribbon. So this is, I think, a 5/8 inch ribbon. It's called Shiny Red Ribbon. Whoops, sorry, I'm losing focus here. Focus, camera. It makes a nice bow. It's just got a little tiny shimmer on one of the sides. And it makes a great bow. You know, I always have to try because you know me, can't make things without bows. All right, and then the last part of this suite is an embossing folder. So let's take a look at that. Oh, here, let's leave that out so you can see how beautiful it is. So this embossing folder is a 3D embossing folder. It's called Traditional Wreath. So it's a nice big one. It's 6x6. And look how beautiful. So pretty. And you can cut this down. Here's the debossed side. Here's the embossed side. So you could take this and color on it. You could do direct to paper. You could leave it as is. You could put specialty paper. Yes, it does coordinate with the traditional colors, yet you still have pops of really cool, beautiful, trendy pink and the Secret Sea, pops of Secret Sea and Pool Party. All right, traditional Christmas. That's a good one. You'll see stuff coming with that. And again, the papers and embellishments, those are all in the product share. Now, if you think that's pretty, here's another one that's gorgeous. This one is called Peaceful Garden. So it has this beautiful stamp set. And this is not necessarily Christmas. This is like a holiday, a winter holiday set. So you have prayers and a sympathy, a peace on earth that you could use for Christmas and just all occasion with big hugs for a good friend. Here is the die set. So you have beautiful doves. I love the little envelopes you can put on the doves. And then these really cool sentiment labels. And then paper. Oh, I should have brought the full, why didn't I grab the full pack? Here's your designer series paper. This is my favorite print here. It's called Peaceful Garden. It's so pretty. Secret Sea, Misty Moonlight, Basic Beige. Look how pretty those birds are. Cloud covers in here. Look how pretty this one is. Isn't that pretty? And this one is gorgeous too. So this has Basic Beige, Cloud Cover, Crumb Cake, Misty Moonlight, Pecan Pie, which is the light brown, and then Secret Sea, which is one of our in colors that's on sale. So let's put this here. Then you also have a glimmer paper. And I love our glimmer paper. It is the absolute best ever. No one has better glimmer paper than we do. It's an awesome weight. It die cuts beautifully, and it does not shed. No glitter comes off. Love it. So there's 3 colors in here. We have this one, which is kind of like a Misty Moonlight. We have Secret Sea, which you could also use for some of your fall or Halloween crafting. And then we have Cloud Cover, which is not really silver. It has a little blue to it, but it definitely does go silver. You can see the comparison there. So there you have your 3 colors. And beautiful embellishments. Oh, let me open these. It's called Hues of Blues Flowers. So again, this is like winter crafting, not necessarily Christmas, and they come in different sizes. And then the ribbon, wait till you see the ribbon. It's gorgeous. Here's the ribbon. It's Misty Moonlight with a silver edge. Isn't that pretty? Now, do you want to see a couple things made with it? Here is the Peaceful Greenery embossing folder. Look how pretty that is. And this does some things. I'm going to show you. And then there's also a second stamp set that is actually shown in the scrapbook workshop area. That's called Peaceful Days. I absolutely love this because I love this dove. Is that not beautiful? And the little tab and the detailed stamps. And then this big sentiment style. I can't wait to play with this. So if you get this bundle, or I mean this suite, grab this extra stamp set that's over in the scrapbook section. All right, now I have some projects to show you with this, but first I want to show you the detail on the doves. The die cuts are beautiful. So you can like do things with the wings. So pretty. You can kind of take your bone folder and make this dimensional if you want. It's a beautiful detail. And this embossing folder works amazing with the dies. So let me show you how the dies can be used. Now this is not a hybrid embossing folder, but let me set this aside so that you can actually see. So these label dies fit inside here. So the large one will die cut an opening this size. So there's 2 in here. All right. So you can use this, die cut those, but you can also use the smaller one, and it's this size. So you can die cut it and pop it up if you want. Now I put both of them on my embossed layer and I die cut them. Ran it through. First I embossed it, then I put both dies on there and ran it through, and I got a frame and this piece and this opening. And I don't know if you can see the edge detail on there. It's so pretty. Can you see that beautiful embossed edge detail? So this is a beautiful set of dies that perfectly coordinates with the embossing folder. Okay, now I have some projects to show you. If you're ready for beautiful, I have it. I'm bringing cute and beautiful today. Have you caught on? What do you think? I hope you're loving this. I think the catalog is just phenomenal. All right, so here is a cute box. And again, you can see you could use it for wintry, but it's not necessarily. Isn't that pretty with the glimmer paper? You've got ribbon, you've got the flowers, the label. Here is a card featuring some of the designer series papers. Here is another card. Look how cute this is. And a card and envelope set. Isn't that beautiful? And the matching envelope made from paper. Isn't that pretty? Could you imagine receiving this in the mail? How gorgeous is that? You just put a white label on there and add your address. So pretty. And then you get both sides of the paper. So what do you think? So now, do you think this one's prettier or the Christmas one's prettier? What do you think? Tell me. Now, they have different purposes, right? Traditional Christmas is just that. It is Christmas. It's Christmas themed, although you do have sentiments in here that sending, love and joy you can use throughout the year. But there's definitely Christmas in here. Whereas this one is more all occasion, but works really well for the winter season. Julie likes the traditional Christmas. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's beautiful, Julie. All right, so Peaceful Garden. So the next suite is just, we're back to cute. It's adorable. Are you ready? It's called Joyful Delivery. And look how cute. We have all these little animals. I know, Joan, they're so good, aren't they? Now Sue says she's undecided. I know, isn't that envelope awesome? The envelope is awesome, yes. So now if you love so much of this new catalog, you can join my team and get these in your starter kit, and you can choose $125 of any of this for only $99, and it ships free, saving another $12.50. So it's an amazing deal. So this is Jolly Delivery, and look how cute. You have some really nice Christmas sentiments. Look at that little look at how cute this is. So cute with the letters and the mailbox. Look at the doggy. Look at the little sweater on the dog. You see the little sweater? It's so cute. And the little bear with the scarf and the big polar bear and the kitty. I love this. And the dies in this are awesome. So this die set is actually 2 whole sheets of dies. So let me show you. So you have dies that cut out all your stamped images. So you have dies that cut out all your animals. You have a die to cut out your letters and your mailbox and your present, as well as this. So all of your stamped images have open dies to die cut them. You have these cute little paws. And then, of course, you have your sentiments. And there aren't sentiment labels in here, but you get this amazing box. Oh, look, it does cut out the paws. Oh, my gosh. So literally every stamped image except the sentiments have an open die for it. Okay, so now let me show you this amazing box. Well, no, I'm going to leave this out because I need to show you how this works. So here is the box that it cuts out. Isn't that super cool? And look at this opening. You just squeeze it and you can open it. And look at how cute. You've got your little box. Really cute. And to close it, That just goes right through the, oops, I'm looking through my camera and I can't see. Yeah, it goes through the opening like this. Okay, so really easy. Let me not look through the camera so that I can actually see what I'm doing to close this. There we go. Close the box. Okay. Now you get to change your closure. Now let me show you how this works. So here is your box die. Okay, this is your box die. One pass and it die cuts your whole box and puts your score lines in. But then you can do a circle closure, a heart, or a star. And let me show you how you know where to put these. So do you see how there's little notches on this die? And there's little notches right here. When you put this in your die cutting machine, you just slide those notches right in like that, and it puts those exactly where they need to be to open and close your box. So easy. So a gift card may fit in here. You know, I didn't try it, and why didn't I? I should have. But for sure, especially around the holidays when there's so many different shapes. So I can tell you this box is 3 by 2.5. So I think gift cards are 3 inches, aren't they? So I think you would be able to put a gift card in here. For sure, cash, earrings, jewelry would fit perfectly in here. Treats. But isn't that cool with this opening? So this die is going to be phenomenal. I will be making a lot of little boxes with this one, that I can tell you. And it's just cute. All right, so now let's look at what else comes in this suite. This is a whole suite. So you have your Jolly Delivery bundle. Then you have paper. Look at this paper. Is this not the cutest? So you have your little delivery people. You have, look at, there's like, is that a beaver, a dog, a bear, a fox, a rabbit, and they're all hauling little things, mail, presents, Christmas tree. So cute. And then you have dogs, all the different doggies, and some kitties. Look at that. And just lots of little letters. How cute will that be? Then you have these sheets. Look at, these are die cuts. So these punch out. I don't want to punch out too many though. These are all die cut elements that you can put on your cards. How cute is that? Look at the little stamps. Little stamp. So cute. You get two different sheets of die cuts. So here's your die cuts. Here's another just sheet of really cute little critters. You get an owl. Oh, it's a little hedgehog and a mouse. Oh my goodness. The more I look, the more I notice. So cute. And here is a second sheet of die cut elements. So you have little houses. You have the little mail delivery truck. Oh my goodness. The little mailboxes. And then look at this piece here with the little village. I mean, for real. I can't even, I don't even know which ones I'm going to use. They're all so cute. So the back side, you have your postmarks. You have a bag of letters. How cute is that? A nice background grid. Look at this, the polka dots. Yes, Sue, so cute on the box. Sue said the die cuts would be cute on the box. They would be adorable on the box. So a really amazing set of designer series paper. Lots of die cuts. Now in the product share, these sheets will be cut in half. So you will get, I'll look at the half and try to cut it, you know, in a direction that maximizes your variety. So you'll get a little bit of all the things in your paper share, okay? Then, because all this isn't cute enough, wait, there's more to it here. We have some really awesome this is called Fluffy White Trim, and it's fuzzy. I don't think I can get it close enough to the camera so you can see. It's fuzzy. Now, this is not necessarily like a bow, but you could tie a knot. It's thick for a bow, so you won't want to tie bows, but look how cute you could tie a knot. And for packaging, like to wrap around this box. Oops, I pulled it too tight. Sorry about that. Here we go. I got it. Let me put it around this box so that you can see how cute it would look on this box. Now you could tie a bow on the box, but we're just going to do a little knot just so that you can see how adorable it is when you put it on a package. So cute. And then you could just trim it. So cute. And then there are these deer dots. They're nice and flat. They're matte, and they come in 4 colors. That coordinate. Whoops, that coordinate. Let me do that where you can see that. So really awesome. Really awesome stuff. All right, so again, this one is called North Pole Delivery. That's that cute one. All right, one more sweet to show you. So this one is called The Lights of Aurora, and it is a 6x6 paper collection. The paper is really amazing, and it makes it even more amazing when you pair it with the stamp and die bundle, which I don't have to show you today. But really pretty. And then when you flip it over, you have just some really beautiful colored papers to work with. Really pretty. So Lights of Aurora. There's a stamp and die bundle. There is the Designer Series paper pack. And then you have beautiful balmy blue sheer ribbon that ties the best bows. And then these amazing, these are called frosted iridescent dots. They're amazing. Look at these. So pretty. 4 different colors. Isn't that pretty? So, all right, you need to tell me some favorites. I need to hear what your favorites are. Which one are you going to grab first? Do you have one that you're eyeing up? Okay, so now let's jump into some bundles. All right, I have just a few little bundles here to show you. So Fluffy Squirrel, this is an adorable little fall bundle. It does the squirrel and the little acorn. Look how cute. You have the outline and the fill stamp with some detail on it. Really cute. And then you can put them on a little tree. You can put them eating acorns. How cute is this? Go nuts, it's your birthday. Can't wait to see you again. And I wanted to show you how cute this little squirrel is. How cute is that? So stinking cute. And then you have your, as with any punch, when it's a builder like this, you can punch it. And then if you want to stamp your elements at the same time, then what you want to do is save that negative and put your stamps down, and then take your block and pick them up. And now when you stamp, it'll be perfectly aligned to use your builder punch. So you want to keep one of these. I keep one of these inside all my builder punch sets so that if I want more than one of the elements on the builder punch, I can line it up and get it punched perfectly. So he's super cute. So Sue thinks that traditional Christmas is at the top of her list. That's a really good one. All right, so here is, oh my gosh. I have more absolute cuteness. Here's the stamp set. Gingerbread Man. How cute is that? But wait, are you ready? Look at this die set. It makes a gingerbread man card base with all the little details. You can make a little candy land. He's got a little hat, a cup. Look how cute. You can make it a little girl, a little boy with the little faces. You can change up the faces. Oh, snap. And look, I made one for you. I just did like the general, just so you could get the gist. How cute is that? Stop, right? Here's the little hat. So cute. Here's a little coffee mug. I haven't had my coffee yet today. But how adorable. Look at how cute these little elements are that come in here. I mean, just so cute. So cute. I know, Sue, right? So cute. I mean, come on, for real. This is going to be a runner. I'm telling you, if you have these on your list, be ready when the catalog launches, because look how stinking adorable these are. I can't even. Oh, snap. Very cute. All right, gingerbread man. Okay, now these are just plain beautiful. We all need some really pretty words and sentiments. So this will get you through this season. I know, isn't it adorable, Joan? I know. All right, so here is, I'm looking at the time. Here is words for the season, beautiful sentiments, and then matching die cut words. So you can mix and match so that you can have some really beautiful sentiments. And I wanted to show you the size of the die cut words. Now this set is going to bring you through the entire season. You've got happy wishes, Christmas, grateful for Thanksgiving, holiday, just New Year's. And your die cut words, you have New Year, Christmas, Halloween, Merry, wishes, happy, autumn, greetings, and holiday. So, and here's how beautiful they are. It's a beautiful script. Now your capital letter cut separate from the rest of the word. Now, if you grab these, I highly recommend you grab a pack of adhesive sheets, because you can put adhesive sheet on the back, die cut it, and it turns this into like a sticker. You just peel off that release paper and put this down, and you're not trying to put adhesive on these beautiful letters without getting your project all gooped up. Okay, so words for the season, absolutely beautiful. That's a staple. We all need it. Okay. Here's just a really pretty stamp set. Love and courage. Friends, don't let friends fight cancer alone. And look at how beautiful that is. I wanted to show you. So Janet, oh, great question. So this launches September 3rd. Look how beautiful that is. One stamp. So this is a good one to have in your arsenal. I think that every single person, including yourself, has probably been touched by cancer in some way, either with a friend, a neighbor, a relative, or personally. So this is a good, beautiful set to have on hand. Then we have a really cool die set. This is called Patterned Tags, and look how pretty. So you cut a base tag, and then you can layer. You can make like a little peppermint stripe. You can make this. It's almost like a little quilt. And then there's like pine boughs in there. So that's really pretty. And then you have a little die cut bow. Isn't that cute? Again, patterned tags. Then we have branching out. So branching out is actually a stamp and die bundle. I don't have the stamps, but I wanted to show you the dies because how awesome are these for layering. So here's the biggest, here's the smallest, and then you've got all the sizes in between. And let me show you for reference the size of that. So here's the biggest. So it's a nice size for a card front. And here's the smallest, just so you can get an idea. And they have beautiful stitched detail along the sides. And then a couple border and accent pieces in here. So pretty branching out bundle. That's a bundle, but I'm just showing you the dies. And then here's the other snowflake that I told you I was going to share. So this is called the Snowy Delight. It's a part of a bundle. I have the dies and then the masks, which you can get separately. So these dies are really incredible, and I'm going to show you how you can layer them. So here is the whole die set, and they coordinate beautifully with the mask. But let's start with the dies, okay? So here is the biggest background die. Die cuts this. It is 4 1/4 by about 4 1/4. Okay, so you have that layer, and you have this. This is a smaller one, and you can even put these together if you want. Like, you can layer it up however you want. So this is the second layer here, and this smaller one is looks like 4 by 4 by about 3 1/4. Then you have these beautiful snowflakes. So let me show you the detail on these. Look how beautiful. Are those not beautiful? And they're big, but look at the stitch detail, how pretty it is. And this one is about 3 3/4 square. This one is smaller. I would say this is maybe 3. Yeah, this is about, yep, 3 by 3. But here's where and then you have this really nice little sentiment die. But here's where the magic happens with the dies. So you can layer these however you want and kind of mix and match your colors. So they layer. Now if you're going to layer them, again, I'd pull out your adhesive sheets. Look how beautiful. And if you want, you can even layer it on there and make like a triple layer. Or if you want a little bigger border, you can layer that like this. And you can bring in this one. It's really pretty. This. So you can mix and match these. They're so beautiful. Look at that. Really, really pretty. But now, if you bring the masks in with it, this is on the biggest, and this is all pinks. So there's 4 masks, and our masks have this notch. So I just took a piece of paper, and I lined up the corner with the corner, and I just went 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at how beautiful that is. Now you could even die cut this. You could come in with the die and die cut this. And there is also a stamp set that you can stamp over the top of it for an outline on this as well. And I don't have the stamp set. I have the dies, but really, really pretty. So again, this is called Snowflake. Let's see, Snowy Delight dies. Snowy Delight dies, okay? And the masks are called Snowy Delight Decorative Masks. So really pretty, right? Okay, I'm almost done. But I have more cuteness just when you thought you couldn't do any more cute. Look at. Look how cute this is. This is called Stay Warm. And look how cute. So with this stamp set, you see how it shows the shadows here. So the way this was done, you take your stamp and you feel the side that stamps. You put that side down and you ink the back of your stamp. These are designed to stamp the back of the stamp for the fill. and then you clean and flip your stamp over, and then you stamp it again for the detail. Now, some stamps work like this, but not all stamps, because not all stamps are perfectly symmetrical. It has to be designed to work both ways. But isn't this cute? And you could do like a little ugly sweater where you could stamp this and then add little funny details to it. You could do all kinds of cute things. You could color this with your blends and not use the back, just use the detail outline. But super, super cute. I'll let you look at the detail here. You have the heart, mittens, and socks. Really cute. Stay warm. Okay. Then the gift of joy. I haven't stamped anything for you with this one, but look how cute. Just really nice sentiments, a little floral, the stockings, a gift, and they're a nice size. And then you have this one. This is the last one. A child is born. Beautiful. All right, so that's the last stamp set. Oops. Then we have another set of embellishments. These are called the Delightful Decorative Dots. Almost done. Really pretty. Red, green, and I'm not sure what that other color is, but it looks like it would go with a lot of things. And then we have this Christmas tags and more mix and match specialty designer series paper. This paper is so cool, and let me show it to you. You have this beautiful plaid and that cute snowflake, and then you have pieces that can be cut down for tags and really quick cards. Look how cute. And these match perfectly. Look at that. So the colors in this are cherry cobbler, crumb cake, garden green, real red, and soft seafoam. So those must be almost like crumb cake. Aren't those pretty? And the paper and these embellishments, again, are both in the product share. And then cool ephemera. The only ephemera we have this year are these really awesome sentiments. And look at the best part. Look at, they're like, they have adhesive on them. Let me show you the back. See how they're scored so that you can get the adhesive off. So you don't even have to put adhesive on them. How cool is that? So there's 3 different sheets. And there's multiples. So if you're making Christmas cards, you don't run out of, you can do multiples of the same, which is always nice. Looks like there's 3 of each one that they include. There's 3 sheets, but then also every sentiment has 3. Okay. And then the memory and more cards. And these are pretty. They're like watercolor. There's some splashes of Secret Sea in there. This, I think, would be an awesome card to share a cookie recipe on. It's a journaling card, but I think it would work really well. Look how pretty. These would be great for die cutting elements or for making some really quick cards or adding a quick sentiment to your projects. Okay. And then I have one more thing. And then we're at the end. So much, right? So much good stuff. Okay. Last thing I want to share with you are these. So these are the scrapbook workshops, but I want to have you think broader with these. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. We're just finishing up, so I hope you go back and catch the replay. So these are designed to do 3 2-page scrapbook spreads. However, There are so many amazing things in here that you could use these. Look at how beautiful that paper is. You could use these for crafting, card making, making packaging. You could use these for so many different things. You don't have to just use them for scrapbooking. Then you have some two-tone cardstock. So the two-tone cardstock is lighter on one side. The camera doesn't pick that up well, so let me show you with a darker color. Can you see how it's lighter on one side and darker on the other? So this is our two-tone cardstock. When you tear it, it's white core. So you get some of that in here. And now the scrapbook kits themselves are laid out so well. On your die cut sheets on the back, it even tells you what project it's for, but you could use these as elements to make anything. So think broader. Take a good look at the scrapbook kits because you might really like them. This is a sticker sheet, and then you have placeholders for your scrapbook pages, but if you flip them over, you can use them for stamping or layering. So these are really great. So there's one for Peaceful Garden, and this one is called Peaceful Days. The scrapbooking kit is called Peaceful Days, but it's using the design from Peaceful Gardens. And then there's one for Traditional Christmas, and let me show you that. Now, these scrapbook kits don't have the specialty papers like the actual suites do. So we don't have the gold foiling and the shimmery paper like we do in the actual bundles. Let me show you this one. So here are the 6 scrapbook pages that it makes. There's one spread, there's the second spread, and the third spread. And the instructions are phenomenal. It tells you exactly how to cut every piece of paper, and then it gives each piece a number, and then when it comes to putting your pieces together, it walks you through using all those numbers. So really well done. But here would be these patterns for crafting. So pretty, right? And there are some exclusive patterns and prints in these that you don't get in the designer series papers for the suites. So here's some die cut elements. Here are your cardstock colors: Secret Sea, Old Olive, Cherry Cobbler, and some white. And then you have, look how beautiful. Then you have a sheet of stickers and then your photo placeholders. So I wanted to share these with you so that you can start thinking, what else other than scrapbook pages could I make with these, because they're so versatile. And of course, if you enjoy memory keeping, these are such an easy way to get your photos in your albums. All right, that's it. Whoa, that was a lot, right? Whoa, so much. So there you go. So if you liked what you saw, how can you get this? Well, this catalog is going to launch September 3rd. The online exclusives, those are the first section that I showed you. Those also launch at the same time. If you are a customer of mine, you will be receiving your catalog. I'm waiting for them to come. If you live in the United States and do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to send you a catalog. Reach out to me. Hi, Melissa. Welcome. I had to go live early today because I have to take my daughter to tennis. So just finishing up. I hope you go back and watch from the beginning. I'm sharing a ton of the new release items coming on September 3rd. Product shares, any of the papers, ribbons, embellishments that you saw today are all included in my product share. I have this up on my blog, melzinkyfingers.com. I will include a link in the description of this video as well to the registration form. For the registration form, when you get to the registration form, the first thing it's going to ask is your email. And then once you put your email in, it will take you into all the details. So go on in, you can read everything there. Unless you submit the form, you're not registering, it's okay. But if you don't want to enter your email to get into the form, it's okay. Head over to my blog at melzinkyfingers.com and you can see all the details and the prices there. Okay? All right. Well, thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed some of what you saw today. I showed so many little cute projects and fun things and all the cuteness. There are going to be some things that I think are going to be really hard to keep in stock. So if you have favorites, I would grab them when the catalog launches on September 3rd. Now, if there's so many things that you love and you want to get them at a discount, there is never a better time than today to join my community of Stampin' Up! Crafters at Mel's Inky Fingers. So you can choose these items now in a starter kit. So you could choose any $125 of items and pay only $99, and Stampin' Up! Ships it to you free. They're also going to throw in a paper pumpkin kit and some catalogs and all kinds of other goodies. There's no obligation to do what I'm doing, but I'm here to support you if you would like to. A lot of people enjoy shopping with a discount every day, which is one of the biggest perks. So you can choose all your items with your demonstrator discount. So please reach out if that interests you. There is no pressure here. No one's going to make you do anything you don't want to do. So it's only pros here, no cons. So enjoy your weekend. I hope that my daughter has a good tournament, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. And stay tuned for lots of really amazing classes that are going to be coming soon. So thanks, Janet. I'm glad you loved it. Nicole is excited for her catalog. Sue thinks the snowflakes are beautiful. They're so pretty. So if you have any questions, let me know. Bye, everyone.